Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start. Over after the penalty.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 3. 21. Hey, watch 13.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready? Yellow lady. Here we go, team. Here I come. Hey, check 20. Easy, opposite. Ready, cut.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter. Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touch.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Ricky.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd down and goal. Breeze, flush to his right. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, my 7. Check. Tonight.
Throwing now is Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
At the 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Over.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Breeze now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Kill.
Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, he's going to look deep for Perriman. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Wait, that, down 80. Down 80. Hey, goal 66. Let's get up. Check your reload.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go, go. 24 is the light. Not today, you know.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. To throw is Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. On first down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
36.
Now, Breeze again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brady now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down and 4, Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Easy. You kill.
On second and 7, Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Check. Fresno. Kill. Pilot, 64, come on!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Ginn. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Breeze now on 1st down. This is caught by Ginn. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
21.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. Pitch and catch here to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw again. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, yellow lady. He can't hang. He's not. Kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
21.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
5-9.
That's another Saints. Watch the run. First down.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. This is Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it and not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Give me that ball, defense.
Breeze now to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 24, Brady escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there.
That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And this is caught by Evans. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Peyton Barber was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Squad like, what? In the field like,